The Gender Equity Unit is preparing for data collection on its cyberbullying research for 2026.
Other researchers, supervisor, where appropriate, and departmental chairperson, which we've done. And approved research proposal signed and dated with all supporting documents. They give you a list what needs to be attached. Okay. And then they say a description of the research project, setting out the purpose and the process of the research. A description of the ethical considerations involved in the research and the measures proposed to minimize ethical risk. That is what we talked the whole morning about.
Yeah.
Minimize risk, ethical risk. Methodology, somebody must understand. Include one member who is legally trained and then ensure that the membership is equipped to address all relevant considerations arising from the categories of research likely to be submitted to it. Ensure that it is adequately informed on all aspects of a research protocol, including its scientific and statistical validity that are relevant to deciding whether the protocol is both acceptable on ethical grounds and conforms to the principles of this document. Members not attending to, listen to this, members not attending two consecutive meetings without a valid reason and without submitting their reviews risk termination of their membership. It's a standard.
To the committee.
Yeah.
Who may be from the community in which the research is taking place. So it sounds very specific to
Yeah.
a research project.
So it sounds very specific, but I'm not sure whether that is happening. I don't know.
Because then it means that there's always going to be a community member for each research project
Yeah.
that is being
Yeah.
presented to the committee, and how many research projects
And
is the committee then presented with in terms of?
that's a good question. So I don't know. I know they said in the past it should be a member from the community, but I didn't know it was so specific from where the research is conducted. That is what it says. Gender sexuality and I don't know how you get into this space.
I'm a little bit confused, right? So when it comes to the committee,
It's just like it's still an ongoing reality, and it's And then what does justice look like in terms of what you call this? I don't want to say fixing the issue, but acknowledging the harm that it has caused.
Yeah,
A $10 million slap and an apology.
an apology.
Yeah. So for
At
me,
the White House.
yes. So for me, it's just.
communities in the sense of, even in South Africa or in Africa, you get that people would actually afford medical care and everything, but they don't necessarily have the proper knowledge. So what would happen is that a lot of people have been complaining about how when they're pregnant, when it's time to actually give birth, their doctors would highly recommend having a cesarean because of the money it comes with.
That's
So, because if they give that surgery, then they beg a lot of money. Where if you go to a public hospital, it's highly advised that it's natural birth because they don't necessarily want to spend that much money on you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So now your doctor's not going to look at the fact that this cesarean can come with complications on your health and whatnot. All they're thinking about is, I'm going to make money out of this.
And it's like, and it's.
We still need to figure that out. How, and that is a group of ourselves, because that is our first first method that we're going to employ in order to conduct the tennis. This is my water. Okay, a little cold. Sorry, am I still clear?
Yeah, we're working with you perfectly clear.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Then what I'm saying, others, with syphilis, the impact, but what the impact of syphilis on can lead to death, as people were saying, because that the fact that they were not giving consent, they were not explained what is the study all about.
And the fact that they're injecting these men with syphilis, leaving it untreated to
Yeah.
see how it would impact them in the long run.
time.
And the thing is, the study is not. Yeah.
But
And-
you want to continue.
I do.
And what I'm saying, a trigger.
It's triggered.
Yes.
My trigger.
Because like every medical progress had come with a cost and a sacrifice that we may not be aware of.
Yeah.
And it's not just in the United States, it's also in Africa, how especially in Africa, I'm not too sure on the nations, how mothers were utilized as experiments to look at baby formula, and how they were being fed certain things that will stop them from lactating.
In this research, and then we say this research will be conducted by Maria, a researcher from Gen Equity, Dr. Victoria, director of G2. We invite you, we invite you in to participate. Then we tell them all about what are the potential risks involved in the study, which we said reliving maybe traumatic experience related to cyberbullying, so that kind of awareness, stress from discussing sensitive personal experience of cyberbullying. Staff will be referred to counseling service to mitigate, and then also students will be referred to CWS or SEDEC. That is in our information sheet. Staff and student, and I think that's the question you're asking, what happened if we trigger that. So we're working with vulnerable populations, students, and maybe during our research, we maybe will have some trauma survivors, people that have been affected by cyberbullying, but also our research of our own well-being. That's why this training is critical for us.
Yeah.
So the risk of vicarious trauma and burnout.
All of us will participate as staff members, as researchers in the project. It's going to be quite an exciting collaborative piece of work that we will engage on together as a research team.
The cyberbullying research will focus on the UWC community, including students and staff. We intend to conduct surveys and focused groups discussion to ensure that we delve deeper into how UWC experiences cyberbullying.
We are excited about this possibility of delving deeper into this research as a collective. We are hoping that the outcomes of the cyberbullying will enhance our practice and policies as university to plan and act better to end cyberbullying in all our campuses.